Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope everything is good and great and wonderful. I hope that if you live on the east coast of the United States that you have a safe weekend. It's going to be a little bit dicey here. Well, not here. I live in West Virginia, and one of the benefits of living in West Virginia is that we don't really have natural disasters. That's not true. I mean, I think everybody has natural disasters. But the last one that was wide scale here was 1985. We had a flood that was really bad. Lots of rain, really bad flooding. And I would have been 6, and I kind of remember it. I remember some specific areas that were flooded that weren't normally flooded. But, that's about it. We don't really have hurricanes. We don't have tornadoes. We don't have earthquakes and landslides and anything like that because the mountains kind of break all that stuff up. So, I know the East Coast is getting it. It'll probably rain here. Usually when the tornadoes come up, or the tornadoes, when the hurricanes come up the East Coast, we usually get tail end rain because we're kind of on the far outskirts of where the hurricane happens, but we're still close enough that we get a lot of rain. So we'll see what happens. I have the girls this weekend. They were hoping to go swimming at my sister's house. So we'll have to see. It's going to be one of those, like, what's the weather going to be like? In the meantime, I have projects that need to get done. The birdhouse still hasn't been assembled. I still haven't finished the video for the headboard. I didn't film the kind of end of that like I wanted to because Keely was here and I was just trying to get it done. And so I didn't fully film the finishing of the headboard, so I don't know how to end that video. But I need to put it together and see what I have, and then I can figure out how to end it. But we'll see. And new projects need started. Bean and I are going to try to do some I keep calling it screen printing. Some block printing this weekend. I have cut some pieces of linoleum and back to them, and I am getting ready to carve my feather. So I have my feather drawn on a piece of linoleum, and I'm going to attempt to carve it. It's going to have some really fine lines, and I don't know how well I'm going to be able to handle the carving, but we're going to try it. She's already got hers done, so I need to just sit and carve for a while so that I can attempt it. But, it's a bit of a busy weekend. Em has to work tomorrow, so she's getting ready for a big work week next week, so she needs to do some weekend work. So me and the girls are going to stay busy and maybe go to my sister's house and try to find stuff to do that let Em have some quiet time. But, I don't know, play some D&D, I think. That's the plan. I haven't talked about D&D this week because we haven't been playing this week, so I haven't had the kids. But we hope to play some. I hope to play some this weekend because I've been talking about D&D, and I got a message from my Polish friend who said, I have this wonderful idea, hear me out. And I said, okay. And his birthday is in September, and he's asking me to DM a short, 3-hour session for him and some of the folks at the company for his birthday. And he said, I don't know a whole lot about how RPGs were done in Poland. I do know that in the late 90s, RPGs were really big. And big enough that he was able to start a magazine and build a magazine and eventually a gaming company based on RPGs alone. So RPGs were big, but they were much more narrative driven than character combat driven, American style is what he calls it. So he said he's always wanted to play an epic American style RPG session, and I said sure, I can put that on for you. We can do that. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I need to get a lot more practice in with the girls, I think, before I'm ready to run a game that's for adults. And they're all Polish speakers. Thankfully, most of them, I think, speak English better than Ignacy does. At least the ones that I've spoken to, they have better English skills. So we'll see how it goes. But, that's my plan for the weekend. I hope you're safe wherever you are. Yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I will see you again tomorrow. Nope, I won't. I'll see you again on Monday. Oh, we're almost done with the B's. Today's word you should know to sound smart is brummagem. It is a noun or adjective. Brummagem. Brummagem. The pronunciation guide says brummagem. I think it's brummagem. Whatever. Describes something that looks great but performs poorly. Our press is certainly bankrupt in reference for nickel plate and brummagem. Mark Twain. Brummagem. B-R-U-M-M-A-G-E-M.